Imagine this. It was a random Tuesday afternoon and I was just watching some YouTube. I stumbled upon this YouTuber called Kelly Wakasa, who's just some vlogger in New York. I binged and binged and binged, and then I needed the toilet. I walked to the bathroom and sat down when I started getting a feeling of loneliness. I started imagining how it'd be so cool to move to New York with all of my friends. I was sitting there daydreaming and wrapped up in my thoughts when I realized the only reason I'm having any of these thoughts is because I stumbled upon a random YouTuber who goes around on an electric skateboard in New York City with his friends. I was shocked. Instantly I realized that there must have been hundreds, if not thousands of times where I've made random decisions based on something I saw early in the day. If you get a sponge and you completely soak it in water, then the object that was previously 100% sponge is now 95% water and 5% sponge. It looks fairly similar, right? Well, what was previously 100% authentic sponge is now full of murky, dirty water from who knows where. That's you. You're the sponge. Taking up all that water from external places, which means that you're now 95% water and only 5% your authentic self. We soak up so much information on a day-to-day basis that it's really hard to know what we actually want as people. We're put in front of all these different lifestyles, choices and dreams, and our brain gets lost in the sea of garbage. So much input from things like TikTok and YouTube has completely changed who you are as a person. For example, if you watch someone you like a lot on YouTube, I can guarantee that you've tried to recreate their personality or their jokes in real life. I can think of countless times when I've been at home watching my favourite YouTuber and the next day I try and recreate some joke, whether it's unconsciously or consciously. But that's the dialed down version of it. The real problem comes when it influences what you do on a day-to-day basis and the decisions you make about your life. Whether it's conscious or unconscious, every single decision you make is made up of thousands of little influences, something like even the colour of the room you're in. The more and more you consume, the less and less you're going to know about yourself and what you truly want. But the good news about being a sponge full of water is that the water can be removed. So here's what you should do about it. It's simple. Limit input. Limit the amount of completely random stuff you're soaking in on a day-to-day basis. Question everything you consume and question every decision you make. Ask yourself where the thought or decision actually stemmed from and why you want it. Obviously, some external influences can be good and can help you make better decisions, but it's often quite hard to filter out the good things from the bad things. If you ever notice yourself coming up with a new idea to do something, or you want to change something about your way of life, then make sure you have real reasoning behind it. Don't go and blindly change something about your life because it's quite a high possibility that it's not something you truly want. To summarize, limit inputs, which are mostly social media inputs, and always question if your feelings and decisions are authentic. I hope you enjoy this video. See you in the next one.